All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome, BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 that our ad is served to actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we got to get this number as high as possible. 6% is the absolute minimum, literally the lowest that we can have it at. And every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTR all day. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is extremely common. Everyone accepts it as normal because nobody understands they're making the 3 pre-click mistakes, or that they have this deeper root cause. But here we actually know the truth. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. We've already used it a bunch. And the strategy, the way the treatment works is we actually leave the original Boudoir Facebook ad. We duplicate it, and we treat the duplicated ad. So we leave the original, we treat the duplicate. After about a week, we look to see, after about a week of treatment, we then keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one that has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we got rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieved pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally get our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency went out and found first Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the wild, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found out unique CTR is 4.3%. So it's under 6%. Therefore, we know unique CTR under 6%. BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we found out they're wasting 30. Well, then we treated it with Boudoir Pico, got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. We found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So they spend 10 grand a month in the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Which means that difference, that delta, $3,700 a month, they no longer have to, they no longer have to rely upon, or they no longer have to spend it. It can stay right in their pocket, easy, and kind of like a phantom bonus each and every month. A Boudoir Pico bonus, $3,700 a month, and at the end of 12 months, it's like 40K back in their pocket, no extra effort required. Second part of my residency, got another Boudoir Facebook ad out there, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, unique CTR all 1.39%. So unique CTR all under 6%, BLCS is present. And when BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome, we now know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. So we did exactly that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is actually wasting 84% of ad spend. And once that happened, we actually learned that if they're spending 10 grand on the original, 10 grand per month on the original, they now only need to spend, 1.6 grand a month. Instead of 10 grand a month, we only have to spend 1.6 grand a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that difference, $8,400 a month, they now no longer have to spend it. They can keep it in their pocket. They no longer have to, they now no longer have to increase increase their spend at all. Simply a kind of phantom bonus, phantom profit they keep with them every single month. Boudoir Pico profit. After 12 months, it's like, what's that? 100K. Finally had a patient come through to me at a hospital. Boudoir Facebook ad, unique CTRL of 5.03%. So we know that BLCS is present. And unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And we also know that the treatment is Boudoir Pico. So we duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, did a lot of work with this one. And after about a week, we got its unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $3,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, that difference, $6,700 a month, they no longer have to spend. So it's kind of like a phantom profit that they keep each month in their pocket. And after 12 months, it's like 80K. No extra work, no servicing any extra clients, nothing like that. So looking at our numbers, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend every single month. So look at these numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Take the average, they're wasting approximately 50% of their ad spend every single month. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, that's approximately 5K every single month being wasted. We can eliminate, put back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, and kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, that's like 60K. So, all right, now we're going to look at this. Going to look at going to diagnose this here, see what our thoughts are. So what I'm seeing right now is the below creative cluster mistake. Got it highlighted. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe that everything Facebook tells us to fill out for our ad is what we should fill out. But the consequences of following Facebook's leads and recommendation is more women scrolling by our ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, leading to BLCS. And on the flip side, Facebook gets to serve more ads per unit time because more women are scrolling by our ads per unit time, not staying to click somewhere and read more. And so we actually, Facebook's making more money per unit time. We're losing more money per unit time. Looking at the creative, this looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we actually believe that ads should look like ads because that's what we've seen. Other ads on Facebook look like ads, but other Facebook ads on Facebook look like ads. That is incorrect. The consequences of this are way, way, way more women scrolling by our ads than necessary and pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the See More headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile news feed. This is all that people will see above the ad. They won't see any other text. Lovers, enter to receive this $1,500 luxury couples boudoir experience. You and your partner deserve a day of pampering and celebration. All right, so yeah, we got a little bit of context here, but this is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that we've got enough context here to actually bring in more buyers, bring in more of who we want to bring in, and our Seymour headline here looks kind of like what other boudoir photographers are doing, so it's probably good enough. But every other boudoir Facebook ad I've actually seen the back end for, 100% have had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes. So this contributes more women scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. We're spending money for that impressions, wasting it, and so the lowest, kind of the pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS. That's the consequences of this. So after all that, do I believe this has BLCS, aka do I believe the unique CTRL of this boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%? Yes, I do believe that. So, all right, so if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so you're a boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, and you want, and you spend more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking at the marketplace, seeing it get more saturated, it seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're setting up their Google My Business profile saying they offer boudoir, or anyone gets a new camera, they're in the mom group saying they offer boudoir. So you're just seeing the market become more and more saturated for the same number of buyers, and you're seeing inflation and living life costs. So you gotta you've been optimizing the business, pulling more money out, optimizing other places, pull more money out for the same input, same effort, and you decide you now want to do that with the boudoir, the Facebook ads part of your business. Kind of plug these holes, become more efficient, put this money back in your pockets. Then shoot me a DM. Well, actually, you've seen how we can eliminate about 5K a month in wasted boudoir Facebook ad spend. Put that back in your pocket. Approximately 60K over the next 12 months. Put that back in your pocket instead of Zucks, so you can get a phantom bonus. No extra effort on your part. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment so you can become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost to help you on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open up for new patient intake. New patient intake is new patient intake is closed right now. So no new patient intake right now, but when it opens up in the future, shoot me a DM and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.